Hi all, so Sally Dyer again. So we're here for our third instalment of the art masterclass on portrait drawing and drawing features. We by now should have our eyes and nose in position on our face. So we're ready to get cracking and getting the mouth done today. I know normally I start with a practice page, but just so we have a bit longer on our face, I'm going to go straight onto here today. So I've got my pencils and we're going to just have a check that the face shape is correct before I start putting the mouth in, because I noticed when I was drawing my philtrum, so this part of the lip, that perhaps my mouth line was a bit high. So I'm just going to have a look, check that I've got the shape right and the size of that right, and then I'm going to start marking in and paying attention to the space around the mouth as well. So in other words, I might adjust my jawline. So I don't really know till I start going whether I've got it right or wrong. Sometimes you need to be able to see it in context. So my lip, quite pointy at this part. There's a gap here between where the shadow of the philtrum is, where the start of the lip is as well. So it's not straightforward, there's not a very dark outline to it, if you can see. It's kind of broken up, so I might need to get my rubber in there once I've got the shape right. Making sure the position of all these features are right is really important to getting the likeness right, so it's really worth taking the time to ensure that you've got it spot on. So I'm just going to draw a line down from where my nose is so that I can make sure that I've got the length of my lip correct. So I think it's right on this side. I've got that upturned bit here, shadow here. Looks good to me. So just on this side now. So it comes down here, but then this bit continues to about there, it looks like. Then there's like a downturn smile crease. Quite a bit of shading as well around here. So my bottom lip's quite big, but also that's because of my mouth slightly open, so we are going to have to deal with teeth as well, which is always fun. So now I've kind of got that marked out, I'm very sure that I need to lower my chin. So I'm going to get the rubber out and I'm just going to adjust these lines here. So I'm looking, am I happy with the space from here to here? Not sure, maybe could do with making it a bit wider around here and smoother, a bit more of a chubby cheek look, and bringing this down here. So I'm at here now where the neck is, so I'm going to bring that down here. Yeah, I think that space here for where the chin is a lot better now. And same on this side. Smooth that out. And definitely need to make this neck wider. I think I was giving myself a long thin neck there, so about here, yeah, much happier with that. So around there, and then this kink here for the chin and down. Smooth this out a bit, like that. Really good. I think I'm really happy with that actually. So I'll just redefine the neck here and the neck on this side, which is going off into a really nice curve here under the top. This line's a bit more defined around there. Brill. I'm definitely starting to see myself now. Hopefully you're feeling that way about your portrait as well. So a part of me wants to just mark in where the ears are, because that's kind of giving an extra thickness to the face. So I'm just gonna get that in. So if you can see, I've just noted that it starts at just about where the corner of my eye is, that ear does. There's space for hair around here, which I will mark in eventually. Just go like this round, grill, and then I'm going over to this side, same on this side, it's just hitting about there. I can see the top of my ear, then there's loads of hair, and then it's just the bottom bit, and it is coming a little bit lower than that line there. So now that's just giving, it's just bulking the face out a bit and just making me feel like I've got that shape on form. So back to the lips. Sometimes just for my eyes to be able to balance the face, I need to be able to see all that other stuff in position. So back to the mouth, I'm just going to start kind of lightly marking in where the teeth go. So getting these teeth in. Oh, by the way, I'm still using my 2B, which you'll know by now is my favourite. So I'm just going to make a mark there just to check that I've got that tooth in line, and I can see that I've been a bit generous with that other one and it needs to shift over. If you get your teeth in the wrong position, you're going to look a bit, well, a bit wonky. So, like that on, get rid of that mark line. Bring this one through. Right there. So a lot of these lines are looking a bit harsh, so I'm just going to knock them back with my rubber. Don't want to give myself a complex about my teeth, do I? So teeth are always really hard to capture. I think the best thing to do is to be as light with them as possible, to to make them fall into the background so that the lips will start to show, not these, because if you think about it, the lips are further forward than the teeth are, and that's why they should be shaded in and dropping in the background so we barely notice them. So there's some nice bright white glints, but the majority of my teeth will be shaded in grey. I think I need to give some wobbly. Also, another point to make is that your teeth aren't straight lines. There's like some wobbly aspects to them. Let's try and get them in. Knock some of that back. Get some shading. Right, now I'm going to go back to lips so that I can see how the teeth look once the lips are in place. So I'm going to start shading back and forth, giving some definition to this and some shape. So if I'm looking for round shapes, I do kind of make these curved. So I'm doing more of these curved lines. I'm just going to add some darker tones into here, so that would be where the shadow is. This tooth's quite dark, so I might layer up on the shading on this. There's a section here that's like a gap. More shading around here. I'm going to start blending the shading in and up to the top lip, because there doesn't seem to be, around this side of the lip anyway, a way of differentiating between the lip and the skin, so just going to start bringing that up and round to here. I'm really liking how that's looking on that side, but we know there's way more shadow on this side of the face, so that helps me to feel confident with being heavier handed with my shading. I'm going to start bringing it down around here. Brill. So then I'm blend out this that we were working on last time, bring it out. Squeaky chair. Right, so I'm gonna take closer look now that I can see lighter and darker bits, I'm gonna do some of those lines and really add them in. Not be scared of that. Add the shadow in there. So this has come out quite far, so I'm just gonna adjust that line. I think I was being a bit overzealous with that. I'm going to start switching pencils and become a bit reliant on that 2B, I've just realised. So I'm switching up to the 4B. Really like that now, so I'm going to start adding some shadow above, because I've got this nice light white bit that I'm going to like enclose with shadow. If that makes sense. So I'm bringing that up. And then that's just making me realise that this needs to be darker. So I'm adding a bit more depth to that. I'm liking it. So I'll start bringing these 2 points together, shading that in. So I think that top lip's come together quite nicely. I'm just going to add a bit of, I might take back a bit of that and then add a bit more dark to around here. Same around here. Add a bit of definition around this bit where that other tooth is. Bit more dark shading around here. Right, onto the bottom lip now. So we've got quite a lot of depth to the lip from here. I'll add a bit of shading in at the bottom, and then I'll go back to my TV so that I can be a bit cleaner with my lines. Like this. And I'm going to add some of these nice creases in, keeping them curved, making sure the lines are curved. They're not going to be straight, are they? Kind of following the curve of the lip. So now I'm just starting to mark in where the end of that will be, where the bottom of that lip will be. Again, kind of similar to the other one. There isn't a lot of definition. between skin and lip at certain points, so some of those creases are going in this direction as well. Right, back to my 4B, just to add some softer but darker shading. So we know, don't we, this side's darker, so I can be confident when I'm shading that I'm doing the right thing. Might move that line up, it feels quite low. No, I think I was right. Sometimes things just look odd. That's why you've got to draw what you can see and not what you think is there, because often the two don't really align. Bringing that shading down, I'm edging it in, but I'm still trying to keep these lighter tones through here. I think I need to be more generous with the shading at the top here. I think I've been a bit reserved. Through here, down here, around here, I feel quite good about that. I feel like maybe I've gone a bit high with my lip here though. I need to just bring that down. Yeah, I think I encroach too much onto the space of the teeth. Sometimes you can feel like you're making your teeth too big and then go too far with it. I don't want to look too goofy. Come that in. Okay. Quite happy with that now. So, lips done. I feel like this needs more definition. Just around here. Oh, that's better. Maybe through here as well, actually. Just take away. I feel like it needs a little bit more. Something to define the corners a bit more, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to bring my rubber through there and there. Right, happier with that now. It's amazing what the little changes can do. Just going to rub around that bit a bit. I think there were some guide marks that I'd made. Yeah, really chuffed with that. So I thought you might want to know how I have done my eyebrows. Kind of a similar way to, so I left this one undone just so I could show you. Kind of a similar way to the eyelashes that we did, where I start from the base and flick up and just build up the lines. I think some people like to block shade them in and then add this after, but I just don't think that's necessary. Just keep layering and layering it up. I do block in what space I'm working with though. As you can see, I've just done a contour line to help guide me. And I just keep flicking all the way around. And adding different directions of hairs as well, till you're happy. Right, super chuffed with that. So then you've just got the shading round the chin, bit of that in. Keep remembering where your light and your dark tones are. And once you've got your features in, you can start adding your hair. Again, just like with your eyelashes, you're doing your flicks, starting at the base, curling round and getting your points at the end. And start building that up. And then we'll come back with my finished drawing. See you in a minute. Hi, so we're back with my finished drawing. I just wanted to give you just a bit of a backstory to what's happened since I switched the video off. Basically, there was something that was bothering me about the drawing, and at the time, because I'd spent so much time looking at it, I was really struggling to identify what that was. So what I did was give it a night, and I've come back to it today, and I've realised that the position of the nose and the mouth was wrong, so I have moved them just slightly up and I've closed the gap between the nose and the mouth. And now I'm much happier with the likeness. There was something really off about it before and it was really bugging me. I just couldn't figure out what it was, but going away from it and coming back has really helped. So I don't know about you, but when a drawing's going well, I get this excitement, and when things start to click, and I feel that way about this, and there's definitely a lot more that I could do and add to it, but I just wanted to show you where it's at, just with a main focus on the features and some added shading as well, so that you can see how I'm forming it. So, thank you for joining me for the series of videos. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm really excited to hear how your process has gone and what your experience has been through these videos, so do let me know. But yeah, well done for trying something new, it's really good. Thank you, bye!